Hello everybody, and thank you for joining in again. Welcome to the channel, and if you can see us there, we're talking about going underground tonight. So let me close this door. How's things? Hope everyone's well. Just give me a second while I see if everything's okay. Just let me move this. Yeah, it's been a crazy week for me this week. Thank you for bearing with us. Let's see who's in the chat, and I'll tell you all about it. I'll just go through quick who's in the chat. Yeah, just flick who's up so everyone can see. Just catching up, that's all. There's Urban Lad. Hello, Urban Lad. Hello, Barry. Yeah, I'd see as well. Right, I think I caught everyone up. Yeah, you're right. He's ready in the background there. Yeah, it's been a crazy one this week. I met up with a great guy. He's got a YouTube channel as well. He's just about to come up. And like you see, the picture behind us is where he took us. And hopefully we'll go to do a lot more underground with him. So should be a good chat. And also we're only staying up for an hour tonight, so it's going to be nice and short. And can I just pop him up? Hello, David Clark. Well done for joining in. So yeah, let's get him on with no hesitation. Welcome to Antonio. Hello, Antonio. Are you okay?
Hi, William. How are you?
All right, not too bad. And thank you for the other day.
Did you enjoy it then?
Really enjoyed it, yeah. Just move this way, get back in the middle. I better turn my phone on silent or just turn it off for a minute, for an hour. So you've been busy since?
Well, I've been working, yes. Not been underground again since. This weekend I'm gonna devote it to my partner before I get dumped and become single. Always getting out underground is not good. There's got to be a life balance as well. So, so got plans for next week, but no, I haven't been back since we went on Friday. So.
Yeah. It's a really good one. We spent about 6 hours down there, didn't we, in the end, basically?
Yeah. We did. We could have spent a hell of a lot more hours, definitely. But I think 6 hours for a starting trip underground is more than reasonably long, I think, for anyone, really. And even for me, 8 hours, you probably tops. You start feeling it physically, the tiredness, it gets in your knees, you really feel it. So no, I think it was we had a good blast. Yeah, in 6 hours we got to see a lot of the mine. So yeah, really pleased.
Yeah, really good. Is that called the Maze Mine?
The what? Sorry?
The Maze Mine.
Well, it's
like a maze down there, isn't it?
Yeah,
basically?
yeah. Let's call it the Maze Mine, right? Yes. It is a maze, and in fact, like I was telling you about the history of the place in the 80s, there was 3 young lads that went exploring in there. One just had a lighter, another had a torch. Back in the 80s, the torches, you can just imagine, you know, they didn't last long like the flashlights that we have today. And another one had an oil lamp, and they venture into the mine, and they made him the way in. This mine, as you saw, is worked in pillar and stone. You know, is a stone underground quarry, a stone mine, or the correct term would be an underground quarry, because the stone was quarried away underground. And they made their way in, and well, basically they lost their way because there's that many crossroads in there. You know, every sort of 20 meters or less than that, every 15 meters, sort of 45 foot, there is a crossroad, right? And the
Yeah.
mine goes in for hundreds and hundreds of meters, so a good 1,000 feet, sort of deep in from the beginning. And they lost their way, these lads. Eventually run out of obviously of lighting, and that got cave rescue on them. Now that was a 2 day basically, until they found it from the moment they went in. And that's where we were, you know. And we, as you know, we were careful, trying to trace our steps back, because had we shared the same fate as those poor kids that got lost in there, that wouldn't have been funny at all, not at all, you know. So yeah, you got to be careful in pillar and stone mines that have crossroads, you know. And in general, most mines, you just gotta try to get your bearings, and, you know, be careful, knowing your way back, you know, knowing what you're doing. Yeah, no, it was fun.
Yeah, really what fun.
Hmm.
And while we was in there, you could see the rocks just hanging off, and by a hair's string, basically, for its life or for our lives.
Yeah, there is there is a lot of that down on the ground in a lot of the mines we go. Actually, in this particular, you could see the roof, basically it's sort of flaking off, and you sometimes wonder, how is this still standing up there? I don't know, you know. I better make my way just through quickly, so before that goes over, falls on my head, and and buries me here instantly.
Like when,
Yeah,
go on, carry on, talk. You on?
yeah, as it is, you know. Most mines, they had that look about them, that you look up and you either see like boulders hanging off, or stacked up deads. That's basically waste rock that the miners used to pile up, and somehow defies gravity. When you look at them, you think, how is this standing over my head and not falling, you know? And yeah, when the philosophy we have is just don't touch whatever's above over your head, you know. It's been there for many hundreds of years. It should not fall when you go through, as long as you don't touch it, you know. So, but it's still scary looking. Yeah, it's bum twitching. Yeah.
Like when we was walking down that big plank, basically, like 2 foot plank by 2 foot square, and about 16 foot long. I just got down it, and Antonio there was just walking down it, and his son and Jake, who was behind him, didn't start walking down yet, and all we could hear is wood cracking, and it wasn't the wood underneath Antonio, it was coming from behind where we just came from. Yeah, so we didn't bother go back, did we?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of places where you have to be careful where you're treading on. In that instance, obviously, it was a matter of, if you slip up off the plank, basically, you could. There was about a 2-3 foot drop, but not a great deal of distance to fall from. But if you consider that you're on the ground, and you could break your ankle on your leg, and you might need to get out, you know, with a broken leg, a few hundred meters over climbs that like we did, you know, is not an easy. It wouldn't be an easy task, you know. So yeah, you got to tread so carefully. On a lot of the mines that we go, there is false floor as well. So, and planks, you're sort of treading over planks that are rotting away, and your foot could just go through and you've had it, you know. So yeah. mines are not just to be taken lightly. You know, abandoned mines. They are dangerous places, very much so. You know, so.
A cat caught that on a camera as well. That cracking, it came up on the tape, on the video recording.
Yeah, it was a cracking you heard as well, did you? Yes.
Yeah, it picked it up on the camera, so it's in the film. That.
Yes, that'd be interesting to replay it, but yeah, you hear it sometimes. You know, I've been sometimes in mines that you hear a bit of rumble and you think, what's going on there? You know, just watch what's coming over your head.
You just don't want to go back to check, do you? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we've had.
Keep on going. Let's get out there.
Yeah, let's get out quick. I mean, I've had close calls in underground in mines. You know, in one occasion we were drilling or bolting, putting drills on a cave on the stope. A stope is basically like a cavern. Is a mined out vein. When the miners go in and took the mineral vein out, they leave a cavern. So we were bolting up. Next thing we heard this rumble of rocks from above. The best way to describe it is like if you hear a thunder. So we heard this thunder, and instantly we just I just took to the wall, you know, and I can say wearing a helmet did save my life, and I would advise anyone that goes underground to wear a hard hat. You know, you think, oh, I look stupid, I look silly, but they can save your life. They did save mine. I wouldn't be here talking with you now, you know, if I wasn't wearing a helmet, you know. So then rocks, were pounding on my head, and rocks that were falling from high up in the stove, but but they saved me, you know. So yeah, very important. Keep a heart when you go underground, even if it's not a nice look, it's not a glamorous look, but it's the safest way to go.
Yeah, definitely. But also keep a spare light as well, because even if you drop your first one, at least you got something to as a backup. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Yes, yes, and I tell you what, you know, if you go on, if like ourselves that we have been underground explorers in ASEA, we have been exploring for years. You know, I have myself. You know, just running out of light would be a very very embarrassing situation. Actually, you can excuse breaking your leg, you can excuse smashing your head, but don't run out of light. Definitely no, because that would be all over the papers. Honestly, it it would be rather embarrassing. So yeah, we always carry spares. I sort of carry light to last me possibly a good 48 hours, I would say, a couple of days. You kind of have to account for a possible cave rescue. If you have a cave rescue situation, you got to have enough light to keep you there, you know, on the ground. So yeah, lighting super mega important. Always wear a first light source, which ideally should be mounted on your helmet, because then you have your hands free to use as you know as you go climbing places. You need both hands so to stop you falling. So yeah, main light source, helmet, and a backup, ideally one backup, I would say even two, and spare batteries for all the backup torches on your headlight, you know. So that's the way we roll.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
So how long you been doing caving and stuff like this?
Well, it's been since I started back in my days in Menorca. I'm from Menorca in the Balearics in Spain. I've been in England since I was 27. I'm 47 now, so you can do the maths. And back then, when I was in my early 20s, I started exploring the caves there in the island. Mostly caves we have in the island. We do have a few mines, but it's mostly caves that I was exploring. So that got me into, sort of catapulted me when I came to England to continue the same hobby, the same passion. It did take me a few years, you know, obviously, until I took it back seriously. sort of on a weekly basis going exploring. But yeah, I did take it on eventually, and here in England, it's been a good 10 years that I've been doing it. Yeah, very continuously, basically. It's such a privilege to be in this country, and with that many variety of mines, caves, underground spaces. Yeah, it's really a privilege.
That brings me on to the next question. How are the caves different from where you're from and where England now? Are there any difference?
Yes, I mean, obviously, when I did some of the caving here in England, I realized how wet the other caves here. How much water running there is, and that can give you an instant freeze. Hypothermia really could kick in very quickly. I mean, when I went in Pig Cavern, for instance, I realized the importance of wearing a wetsuit, which in Menorca you don't need, because the temperatures, even in the caves, are near enough tropical. Very, very hot and humid caves, and fairly dry caves as well. I mean, in Menorca, my normal sort of caving gear to go caving in Menorca, particularly in summer, was just shorts and just some hiking boots and a t-shirt. Because obviously your helmet and your life, but because it's that warm and humid over there, you couldn't be wearing any more layers. You just pass out on the ground. So yeah, big difference in terms of temperature and amount of water that you have here in England, for obvious reasons. It rains more, does it? But that's how caves are formed as well, suppose. So you do need the water, but you got to be prepared, basically. More prepared in England, with your wetsuit and better knee pads sometimes. Wellies, definitely. So yeah, big difference.
Would you say there's more caves over here than there is over there?
I mean, Menorca is a relatively small island of 40 by 20 miles.
All is, yeah.
Yeah, and I would say about 70% of the island is karst, so it's limestone ground where there is caves. So to be honest, considering the size of Menorca, this is probably more densely hollowed, more caves in Menorca. But in terms of the whole amount, obviously, because the UK is a bigger country, then there is more here. Yeah, in fact. But yeah, Menorca is packed of caves for such a small area. There's if you're into caving, yeah, go to Menorca. There's some marvelous sea caves that you can just go like kayak that will blow you away. Yeah.
I might have to try that one day, definitely.
Yeah, I'll give you some locations, so don't forget. When you get to Menorca, I'll tell you where to go on your kayak.
No problems. Sounds good. And also about gases underground as well. Certain caves have different gases, don't they? Like coal mines make methane, don't they? Or is that just the ones with the wooding? Because I know when wood rots, it gives methane off.
Yeah, the gas, the mines that are most most dangerous in terms of gases. I mean, a lot of mines, not only coal and iron mines, can be low in oxygen. And there's other gases that replace them, like the carbon dioxide, which comes from decomposition of wood, like you say, or timber, or even feces. But the most dangerous coal mines, definitely. There's all various gases that are given out in coal mines, so you need your gas detectors. I do have to say, we're all up for going abroad, explore, definitely. Yeah, it's got to be done. I do have to say that yeah, whenever you explore a particular coal mine, and iron mines, you do need a gas monitor. And talking to you all, I mean, I can't speak with example all the time. You know, I have been possibly still, you could say, silly or reckless enough to go without a gas monitor, but I've told myself no more going exploring coal mines or iron mines without a gas monitor. The coal mines, particularly, all sorts of gases, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, the black damp as well, you know, which is a mixture of gases that apparently is odorless, so you will not smell it and will just pass out, you know. Iron mines, because the iron uses oxygen for to react with the iron to oxidize the iron. It eats away the oxygen. So what you have in iron mines is very low concentration of oxygen. I mean, we went to this iron mine in the Midlands that and we carried a monitor. And the lowest reading was 14% that we got, right? So at 17.5%, the gas monitor was going mad, was proper beeping, you know, when we're like, okay, let's see how, if it stay at this level, we'll be all right for a bit, but let's start thinking of getting back. So we got carried away, followed this main drive that was going further into the mine. The gas monitor started dropping to 14. So we were like, right, yeah, we're getting out now. We are getting out. My mate car was a bit short of breath, and you will feel with low oxygen, you will feel short of breath. You will feel unusually tired. But those are the first symptoms. You know, next you could be passing out. So really, yes, you know, take a gas monitor if you're doing iron mines, most definitely, and they're very extensive, very easy to get lost in them as well, because the ironstone that was mined in the Midlands and South Wales, it was mined in a seam, so it's kind of tunneled in the seam, you know, like in a grid, like a complete network of tunnels basically left behind. And if you add up the fact that you can get lost to the low oxygen, you definitely got to, you know, have your wits about you and carry a gas monitor, most definitely. I mean, we do have now. We've had some gas monitors for a while. I don't own one personally, but a couple of mates in my team do. So that's when it comes, you know, exploring with your mates. You know, one carries a certain equipment, and another I carry, you know, other equipment, photographic, video equipment. You know, so we help each other out. You know.
And I've got to ask you, where do you get them from? Because I've been looking for them, but I don't know which ones to look for, which ones you can put your life on. You know what I mean? Which one you can recommend, or it's hard one, really, because someone looking for something that's going to protect you, you don't know what to buy because you want something decent that's going to work.
Yeah, no. I mean, there is this particular brand that I was using is called Altair, is Altair, Altair, and the most don't get so hooked up on the brands. I would say just look at the reviews, and most important, it must come with a certificate of calibration, because the gas detectors, if they're not calibrated, they're nearly as good as nothing. You know, they calibrate them with gases, so they can measure accurately the level of dangerous gases or an oxygen there is in the mines. I mean, there's various forums on Facebook. You can go on. Kavos of Facebook is a really good forum where you can just raise the question, what gas meters do you use? And people, all sorts of Kavos around the world will give you their opinion. As I say, I personally use the Altair brand, who's is my mate's, Steve's basically gas detector, and it's worked really well in detecting the percentage of oxygen. It makes you feel safer basically when you know that you got your oxygen to breathe, you know, and you think, okay, I'm a bit short of breath. What's going on? You know, check your oxygen monitor. And then, you know, it might be just you just getting a bit overworked up on the ground, you know. So then you've got to slow down. If you get a bit overheated, take some layers off. That's one thing on the ground as well. The danger of overheating is just as bad as hypothermia. A lot of people talk of hypothermia on the ground, and yeah, it can potentially kill you if it continues. The low temperature. You eventually your heart rate slows down and you can stop breathing. But overheating, you can also waste a lot of your body energy, which will stop you. Basically, will just wear you down. And funny enough, a lot of the cave rescues are because of people just running out of gas. Believe it or not, I was talking to the cave rescue, the volunteers, and they were saying, basically 80% cave rescues is people running out of gas. So when you go underground, take it easy. You're a bit hot, take some layers off. You're a bit cold, put some layers on. If you think you're not going to make your way back, then head back straight away. I mean, save your energy, take some snacks, take some sugary snacks on the ground as well. They're very helpful. It's all about good planning and sort of being aware of your body as well, listening to it. Sometimes the excitement can take over a bit. I've done it myself. You're overexcited. You find a new passageway. You keep going. You're short of breath, and you think, "Hang on, I'm passing out here." Just stop and think. Take your moment. Is because when you're on the ground, you're pretty much hopeless. Any rescue will be many hours before it can come if you can't get yourself out. It's a desperate, it's really bad place for to be stuck. It's just gotta have your wits about you.
Certainly is. I've seen quite a few of your videos, and it's not just on your feet you do it, do you? You like dangle like a spider and stuff like that with ropes and
yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
check his channel out if you haven't checked his channel out as well. And also, can I just pop this guy on here so you can see his channel name? I met Richard the other day as well, and yeah, he's a great guy. Check his channel out as well. He does a bit of vaccine and stuff. Yeah, he's a good lad.
Richie, yeah, I'll check him out. Richie Wellock, okay.
Yeah, well, look. I'll try and get everyone up who's pops in and pop the comment up so everyone sees.
Yeah. Oh, is there any comments? Because I can't see any comments yet.
I think you've got a sign up where you can see live chat somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. If
press that, and you should be able to see the chats.
If there's any questions, we can reply. They can feel people can feel very welcome to ask. Obviously, I do have a question for you, however, William, about.
Here's one here.
What do they say?
No, it's not to you. It's for someone else.
Okay.
Some people have got a couple of notifications. Don't know why. By the looks of it.
Oh, I can hear eagles. Where are we? Where are you? By the way, I can hear eagles. Are you by the seaside, William?
Wish was.
You wish you were, yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere warm though.
Yeah.
There's one. Copper mines. You've done a few copper mines in North Wales, haven't you, as well?
North Wales, we have some copper mines, and there is a small shafts that go straight down. They are not safe to go in, and there is one cave that is all the way through the mountain. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There is. I mean, North Wales is like a mine explorers haven. You have your you have your copper mines, you have your lead mines, your slate mines, you name it. And really is, I mean, for someone to say, yes, there is shafts, you know, is it's probably pretty normal, you know, having probably shafts even in your property if you own a farm, you know, as really is the amount of mining activity that has been in Wales over many centuries is tremendous. And in fact, you know, there's a lot of potential to explore there, definitely. Yeah, I've been to the copper mines in Anglesey. Yeah, some extensive network of copper mines in Anglesey. They are controlled by I can't remember the caving club that controls it, has access to the mines, but yeah, there's a lot of there. And in North Wales I know some as well. Yeah, I spoke. Oh, hang on. I did Megatron on Sunday. Someone did Megatron on Sunday. Yeah, Megatron. Yeah, is local to me. It's in Sheffield. If I hop to my car now, I can get there in 5 minutes and be on the ground in 10. So it's a great location for me.
Oh, Explorer of Cars just put a message on as well.
Yeah. Good
He's on
evening.
a road trip in Scotland at the moment.
They're on a trip in Scotland. Right. I haven't been caving in Scotland, but I believe there's some good mines as well to explore. Great to take. So what gear do you take for Underground Explore? Or does that depend? Well, for Underground Explore, I would say, obviously, it will depend. Let's say we're talking on an average sort of, okay, I'm going to bob my head into this hole. So just take some hiking shoes. Take some full length wear, you know, it can be jeans, can be anything really, as long as you're not going to fall and just sort of grade yourself badly, you know, something that protects your skin. Gloves, I advise gloves, helmet, 100%, head torch, and a backup light. Yeah, that's a very, very basic sort of gear that you'll be wearing on the ground.
And also let someone know where you're going.
Oh, yes, good point. So have a call out. A call out is the most important thing. Just imagine, right? You go into a hole, you think, oh, okay, I'm gonna bob my head in there, and you fall through the floor, or a rock hits your head, or a rock breaks your leg and you can't get out, you know. Just imagine the desperation getting there stuck. Whereas if you know you have a call out, you know that it's a matter of time someone will come and find you and will know where you are. Very important. Good point, William. Is a call out, yeah. Definitely. I have forgotten sometimes. I have forgotten sometimes to give a call out, but no, don't just have a call out, honestly, because you will regret it one day, believe me.
And you have a certain time as well you set as well for different places.
Yeah, you kind of work. Yeah, you. I mean, normally it's like when the mine that we went on Friday, I had a call out for 6 p.m. and we were out by 5, didn't we? Something like that. Yeah. So we were out by 5. Okay. Yeah. So don't give a call out for the next day. Give a call out for a few hours later. That's the best way to go, because you're buying yourself time, really. I mean, let's be honest, right? Let's say we got lost where we went, William. So my mate Carl, by 6 o'clock, he would have panicked probably. He probably would have tried to ring my girlfriend by then. 5:15, 6:15. She would have panicked. She said, "No, I haven't heard from him." So he might have made a few calls around. By the time he rings Cave Rescue, might be 7.
Yeah.
So an hour later. By the time Cave Rescue comes, they get a team together, might be a couple more hours, so 9. So you're looking basically a search party for close to midnight, I think. I mean, best case scenario might be a lot earlier, but you know. Yeah, don't leave a call out too late, please.
Yeah, because it could be a matter of life and death, really. Because say that you've gone in there and it's time to come out, and you're on the way out and break your leg or something, and or rock falls and you're trapped and you can't move.
Yeah,
You said
yeah,
like wait till
you
24 hours.
you
By
still
that time, it could be really too late because hypothermia and all sorts will kick in by then.
Yeah, exactly. What I was gonna say as well, I do carry a basic cave rescue, well, first aid cave rescue kit, you could say. Is more like a first aid, not so much a cave rescue, but it's a self rescue kit. Let me put it straight, right? I think the most important piece of self rescue first aid kit you can carry is a roll of gaffer tape. Believe me, right? With gaffer tape, you can bandage around. Obviously, as long as you have clothing on it, you know, if you have a wound or if you have a sprained ankle, you can put a lot of gaffer tape to stabilize it. If you have a broken arm, you can put gaffer tape. I do carry my tripod, so you know, for photography. So I would snap the tripod's legs and use them as a cast and put gaffer tape over. And that's actually what I did with one of my mates in one of the mines we went to in Cwmystwyth in central Wales. We went to one of the lead mines, and my mate was coming down this slope of boulders, loose boulders. So he set kind of an avalanche of boulders going, and this big boulder came and hit his knee and split it in half. So straight away, get it bandaged, and he got himself out luckily. I'm gonna go, don't think anymore. Good night to everyone. Okay.
See you later.
Urban lad. Yeah. Greetings,
Oops.
mate. Keep up day when the live stream up's here. Okay. Very little, yeah. And
yeah.
I tell you what, William, it's really good idea you got this live stream. I think it's going to work really well for your channel, I have to say. The interview thing is a good record for the future, and anyone that wants to bob in and ask questions, is absolutely fantastic. My mojito is empty. Never mind. Okay, we have William gone. I don't know where he's gone. Right, I think this must be the end of the chat. I can't see William anymore. I hope you all guys enjoyed the interview and got some tips for going underground. And I recommend you follow our channel, Underground Explorer C9C. We have weekly videos which we upload. I do try whenever we go underground, make a video of the mine, the places that we go, all the action that we do, the abseiling, the new discoveries as well. We go and find some new places underground. So it will all be there in our channel, Underground Explorer C9C, guys. Please check it out. Okay, and give us a follow. Oh, there you are. No worries.
Yeah.
I was advertising my channel a bit.
No, that's the way to do it. Because remember me and live streams, and not everyone with technology, and it does help people getting.
Hang on, William. You sound like you got a sore throat. The sound is a bit muffled. I don't know. It's all right. I can hear what you're saying.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not going to 20 minutes anyway, so I'm going to be an hour on this one. Yeah. So if you say about the live stream thing, you've got more content. I'm doing it consistent. I'll get people up in the chat.
I can't hear you too well. Sorry, it's kind of muffled, the sound. It's like there's like an echo. There's like an echo. You might have to speak a bit slowly.
Let me go get the earphones in. Back in a minute.
Yeah. So guys, as I was saying, yeah, we went to a brilliant mine, William and myself, last Friday. It's one of them mines that you have to watch out and not get lost. So whenever you go on the ground, guys, watch, just turn around, watch the way you came, make sure you don't get lost. Some mines can be really tricky to navigate. That's all I can say. So I am wondering that background picture where William, behind William, where is that from? It looks like a slate mine. Might be. Yeah, it looks like kind of a slate mine. Could well be a slate mine in Wales. So yes, guys, check the channel, Underground Explorer C9C. We have weekly uploads of new videos. We do get out near enough every week and just post new videos every week. So it'll give you an idea what the kind of places that we go, the kind of places that we explore. You really love it if you're into the ground, into the underground exploration stuff. So William's back. I don't know if the sound will be a bit better.
Yeah. Better.
Yeah, if you speak not well about the same, but you might have to break the speech a bit slowly, and then I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I think something's gone wrong with the sound because I got kicked out and that's come back in. But let's do saying what?
Hey, I read we are due a heat wave. Better because I've got stuff to wash. Yes. That's classical classical the wife of the missus sort of thinking, it's like, oh, there's a heat wave, get the washing out quick. To me, it's there's a heat wave, let's get underground, let's escape the heat wave. That's my thinking. Sinasi Love, you led mine this week. Yes, the video of the lead mine. Yes, we are going back there actually. It's a lead mine in Derbyshire that we actually, myself and some teammates, some C9C members, teammates of mine, we dug out in back in 2013. So it was months of continuous work. Well, going every week, once an evening over months. Yeah, impressive stuff down there.
KK Explorer saying what's the best UK cave you've done? Or case in the UK?
The best UK cave?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So when people talk about caves, obviously, if if you mean cave as in a natural, not man-made space, a cave, then I would say Pig Cavern in Castleton. If you mean cave as in an underground space, obviously that's a hard question. I would say the Slade mines in North Wales. I mean, I'm not going to give specific names, but some of the Slade mines in North Wales, they're so huge and cavernous that, and with very beautiful deep lakes and light natural light coming over from above from open tops. You know, it's something magical. Slade mines. Have you done the Suicide Cave in Derbyshire?
That's what I was telling you about.
Oh, the Suicide Cave in Derbyshire. No. I will be honest, right? I have done quite a few caves, but if you give me a cave that's very tight and crawly, I'll be like, no thanks. There's plenty of bigger spaces and mines I can explore. Pig Cavern. Oh, the pay trip, yeah. Okay, yeah. The pay trip takes you up so far in, does it? And basically, the trip that I did, if you look on the Underground Explorer CNC channel, our channel, you'll see a video that's called JH to Pig Cavern. So we did the trip that goes from the top of the hill down a shaft, and we came out via Pig Cavern. That was one of the hardest caving trips I've done. There was a lot of crawling, a lot of mud, and a lot of swearing. Not always. Yes. Oh, so Richie can hear you as well. It's like an alien kind of. Yeah. It's a bit alien now, your voice. I think it's like an echo behind it, but I can understand you, William. I'm glad someone see the funny side of it anyway. I'm glad someone can see the funny side. That's always good. I have a caving question for you, William, actually.
Yeah.
Right, this picture behind you, where is that?
Or
can you see?
That's the maze mine.
The what?
The maze mine. Where I went.
How did I not recognize that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, because you took some pictures with your phone, did you? Yeah, so that's one of the pictures that you're right, yes. Is where the water was pouring in from the waterfall, is that right?
Yeah, that's where the sun was.
Nice one, yeah.
It's me sounding better.
I love it up there. I have done most of the tourist caves. Up there means obviously North Wales. Yeah. Yeah, there is some tourist mines and caves, obviously. If you're gonna venture yourself to the non-tourist mines caves, be sure you go with someone that at least knows what they are doing, or you might know yourself what you're doing. But yeah, be careful, please. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Safety first. It's always in the back of my head. Thinking, I got to be careful because you only have one life, and one little silly mistake can cost your life, can cost your mate's life. It's.
Hello, wee man.
Good evening.
Hello.
Wee man.
Sorry about the sound.
Have you got any questions to us, Underground Explorers C9C, or anything you'd like to talk about underground related? Just feel welcome. This is what this open chat is about.
Yeah.
I can hear you better, William, now. It must be getting better, the sound. I can understand your list.
Yeah. Nice to have. recording. Is that any better?
I can understand you. It's still a bit alieny, but I can understand you, William. No worries.
Yeah. Oh well. That's a little bit. Sorry about that.
It's what it is. No worries. I don't know. It was when you came back, and I thought it was my phone maybe, but when someone commented that they were in stitches over your voice, I thought, yeah, it's not just me then.
It's much better. Not much. Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
No worries.
I want to go to that one what you said gave the pink to the one in North Wales somewhere.
To Wales.
Yeah, North Wales place.
Yes,
you have in North Wales.
You have well, you have been to the car graveyard mine in North Wales. What do you think about it?
I thought it was alright, yeah, it's good. But when I got down there into the cabin itself, on the camera it looks a lot more bigger. But yeah, the car's so small, like, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah. They are a long way. When you see on the pictures, you think it's going to be right there, but they're actually quite a long way. What you have when people take pictures, they sort of zoom in to, stuff that is far away and makes it look closer than where it is. How do you decide where to go to risk and how risk access caves you go? How do we decide? Good question. It's like how do I decide? Right, basically during my waiting time, right, I either go caving or think about caves, right? So when I think about caves, I do my research. I go on the old maps or I trawl through the internet for new areas to visit. I put a little pin and I sort of make a list of places I want to go and see, and the list is endless. What's up, guys? Living IT Urban.
Living it urban. Sorry.
Living it Urban. Okay, thanks for joining us.
Luke, you came on the live stream last week. Really loved
right, yes.
Sam.
Yes.
And Matthew.
I gotta check your channel, by the way. So I am very open to urban exploration. There is this debate. Is mine exploring an urban exploration? I do think it is. I do think it falls in the category because even they might not be now in urban areas. Back in the days, they were very much in areas where there was a lot of where a town developed around these mines, or even a city. There was a lot of industry around all these mines that are now abandoned, and a lot of them are near urban areas. So you could say.
I'm sorry about me or your Luke. The computer crashed and I went off Facebook because I didn't have my charge plugged in, and when I reconnected, it's gone flat. And normally staying on for another 5 minutes and leaving it, calling it quits for tonight. But Luke from Living It Urban, he does a lot of caving as well.
He's done some caving.
Yeah, he's done the down waterways around the caves down there.
Yeah, I do think that mine exploring and caving is becoming more popular. Obviously, thanks to the spread of media information and media photography that arises the public interest for these spaces and the challenge, I think, to see these places. They're not easy access, like going in an abandoned building, maybe just jump over a wall or through a window and you're in. It takes a lot more than that to see some of the places that we go. So and particularly if we're talking, rope, vertical access to some of the places that we go, you need like you were talking before, William. You see us dangling down on ropes on our videos. Sometimes that's what it takes. You have to throw a line down, you know, and get yourself down on a rope. You got to you got to know what you're doing, obviously, and it does take some experience and some training, but it's part of the excitement as well, you know, just going below ground, straight down on the rope, like 80, 100 meters, and explore, you know, it's fantastic.
Oh, far down, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
feet, meters. Wow.
Yeah, meters, so 300 feet. I mean, some mine cave systems are deeper than that. Probably the deepest I've done probably about 250 meters, so about 700 foot. Not in one straight go, it's in different sort of, you know, pitches and stuff. But yeah, it's part of the excitement. You can have a go at abseiling as well in a lot of the slate mines in Wales. There's one particular through trip in North Wales. It's very popular. It's known as the Croesa to Rossid through trip. Is a very popular trip in the man exploring community, and you go in one entrance, right? You go, it's a straight level in. Then you have an abseil, so you just go off the edge into this big cavern. 40 meters, so 120 foot. Then you keep going over boulders and levels. Then there's another abseil. Then you have to abseil off 20 meters, so 60 meters, straight onto a raft, straight into the lake. That's just a raft there. You have to balance yourself on this raft, try not to tip it over, and off you go, you know, across the lake and keep going. And well, it's magic. It's, yeah, definitely mine exploring is the next step to go if you like adventure, basically.
Yeah, sounds crazy, them ones.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it is. It's pretty cool stuff, I tell you.
And got life insurance.
Yeah, life insurance. Shit. How did I forget? I have no idea. I don't think I have, you know. No, I don't have. Something to think about, maybe. Life insurance, yeah. God, how did I forget? After putting my life on the line for all these years.
Well, you say fortune, you know, to now.
I think it would. It probably quite costly if you tell them. Oh no, they would ask you all sort of questions. Well, what kind of places do you go? Well, they're abandoned mines that no one's been in for hundreds of years. So they'd be like, "Oof, life insurance really is going to cost you quite a bit every month, I think."
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but you know, all you can do is look after yourself the best that you can, you know, and just don't be reckless. It's a risk. It's a calculated risk, you could say. Mine exploring, underground exploring, but you know, yeah, just be we're as careful as we can be. You know, if shit's gonna happen on the ground, it will happen. You know, but at least make sure it's none of your fault. You know, it's nothing that you've done that would have caused it. You know, basically.
I'm trying to get this video out for Thursday. I said I'm putting the video out for Thursday. Well, last Thursday didn't. I'm sorry. Yes, I know I'm bad. I was just busy. So this Thursday, I'll play the video out. And also, over the weekend, I bumped into 4 old explorers. It was explorer fighters, Dark Arts Taming,
Wow.
Urban Sherman, and High Times. It was just crazy, just coincidence. We all bumped into each other.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. Yes. So are you gonna go exploring with them? Exploring with fighters and all that lot?
It sounds like we are going to meet up, yeah.
Good.
So should be good things to do.
Yeah. I mean, they seem like nice guys. You know, they seem to have fun with what they do. I know sometimes from my perspective, it's like, okay, you go underground, just take a helmet at least. You know, just act a bit responsible. That's all. But
Yeah.
you know, but other than that, you know, I think they just enjoy what they do, and they're passionate with what they do, and they so.
That's it,
each to
yeah.
their own.
Because it's very entertaining, not being in places to go to, some stunning places. It's hopefully you'll be able to do that.
Yeah. I think a lot of the excitement with urban exploring, what we do to a great extent as well, is being in places that you shouldn't be there. In a sense, the access restriction actually suppose it does add to the thrill of, okay, I'm gonna sneak in this mine, or this place on the ground where I shouldn't be. I mean, to be honest, as long as I don't get legally in trouble, I'm okay. The day there's legal restrictions to going underground or to trespass, then it might put a different spin to what I personally do, because I wouldn't want a criminal record on me, basically.
Yeah.
That could greatly affect my job. So for now, trespass is as far as I go. We don't do anything criminal. We would never do anyway. Eh? I have my
Carl's a good
on
boy.
in the car cave. Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, I didn't know I was a bad boy.
Good. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can still die. If a slab of roof falls that's big enough, it'll still kill you. Okay, but with a helmet, you got more chance.
Against something.
Exactly. You do get better protection. And I know to some it's not a nice look. Okay, so you want a picture that looks cool. Well, you might take your helmet off for a second, put your hoodie on, okay, but carry your helmet. Hi, everyone.
Paranormal Explorer owns.
Wow.
Can you just say something about the sound? It hasn't been like this all the way through. I'm just about to end live stream now. I know it's a short one. But good news for you, you can watch it from the beginning with proper sound. Like I say, sorry about sound. And I believe you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, so like for you to go up. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. So check us out. Thursday you should see the video should be out Thursday. Fingers crossed. And thanks very much, Tonio.
Yes, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure, William. It was a real pleasure to take for you to join us. For you to join me, exploring last Friday down the Maze Mine. It was a real pleasure, and your son is a nice lad as well. He seemed to have enjoyed it as well. So yeah. And and thanks for having me on your channel. And it's been a pleasure, the interview, most definitely, William. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks to everyone joining in and subscribing, watching. Much appreciate it. Definitely some more underground stuff. We'll be meeting up in the future and do some more. Yeah,
we need to meet up again, definitely. Definitely, we'll do more of it, okay?
Yeah. Do you try out a lot every week, do you?
We do a lot in the week, but sometimes we can accommodate. Sometimes a weekend, that's not going to be a problem. So definitely, it's got to be on the cards. Saturday explore. Yeah, got to be organized. Okay.
All right. Speak to you soon. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Stay safe.
See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye, all. Bye.